Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Nikki, and for those of you that are new here, my channel is dedicated to anything that has to do with books. Primarily, I focus on book reviews, especially for lesser known or indie authors like myself. And then for everyone who's already heard this spiel before, it's so nice to see you again. So the book I want to talk to you guys about tonight is Underneath by M.N. Arzur. So this is so not your typical mermaid story. Underneath starts where a man is found drowned on the beach, only he's not a man at all. As always happens when humans are faced with the unknown, the merman is taken to government custody where a team of doctors tries to keep him alive, comfortable, and find out where the hell he came from. Underneath follows a few of the doctors that are trying to help save the merman, a military man caught between following orders and doing what he thinks is ethical, and the merman's family who are trying to break him out. Okay, here's the thing. It was a long book, but nothing really happened. A good 85-ish% of it was medical jargon, while the doctors tried to work with the merman, Christopher, or it was Christopher's family just talking about what the next step to rescue him should be. But there wasn't like a lot of action going on. I really expected a lot more. So even thinking back on the events of the book to try to lay out a synopsis of really what it was about, I can't think of very many defining moments of the story, especially not without giving away some spoilers. It was almost just too much dialogue of what the characters thought should happen to reach a solution, but there wasn't action to reach that solution. Personally, I think that the biggest problem that caused the slow pace of the book was that it had way too many POVs, or if you don't know, points of view. So you don't really connect with any one person in the story. And really for me, I didn't care about what happened to them. I wasn't really excited for a happy ending until like the last 2 or 3 chapters when actual stuff is happening, where it's not just all talk. With the POVs, some of them were just redundant because these people that you're seeing through their perspective don't help the plot along at all, like the reporter. As a reader, we know the answers to a lot of the mysteries that are going on that this reporter character is trying to solve. All of her scenes are just filler. She actually knows less than we do, so she doesn't help further the story along really at all. Now for some of the things that I did like in the story, I really enjoyed the character of Dr. Gwen. She is the primary physician for the merman, and she's one of the few people that generally wants to help. For me, I think that it would have been better if everything was from her perspective, because she's interacting with Christopher every day. She's right in the middle of all the medical and political side of things. You get pretty well-rounded view of what's going on around this captured merman. You wouldn't see his family's side of them trying to plan an escape, but like I said, it was almost just talk for most of the story, and it just dragged. So I think pacing would have been much better from a more limited point of view, especially because you wouldn't be bouncing around between all of these simultaneous moments of inactivity. I mean, if things were going on, then yeah, you want to see what's going on, but I kind of had to force myself to keep reading it a couple times. You see a lot of characters and you get a sense of their internal conflicts, but none of them really grow throughout the course of the story, except for really Gwen. So I think in the grand scheme of things, she's the one that had the most impact on the plot and on the character. So it was interesting, and it was a great premise, but all in all, I'm gonna have to say that I didn't like this one. It came off to me as slow, and I got bored reading the same conflict over and over again of how his family is gonna rescue Christopher, and what the government is gonna do with him, and can the doctors save him? Okay guys, so that's it for me today. Those are my thoughts on Underneath. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope you enjoyed my review. If so, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I love hearing from people. I post new videos on Mondays, so don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell down there. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!